What's up, y'all? It's your girl QueensteezTV, and I am back with another video. So if y'all have been watching my channel, watching my shorts, then y'all can see that I just went on the worst vacation that I have ever been on in my life. And I done been around the world and y'all, this was the worst vacation I have ever been on, okay? And somebody is going to hear about it, period. If this is your first time here on my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, as you are coming in, hit that like button. Y'all already know your girl just hit 10K, baby. Thank you to each and every one of you guys that subscribe to the channel. We are 10,000 strong, and I have a bone to pick today. So make sure that you stick around for the rest of this video.
When I come through, man, you know that I be big ballin'. Work hard, play hard, man, I put my all in. The deal's getting bigger, man, they won't stop calling. They thinking that I'm mellow and I'm just recharging. Work hard, play hard, man, I put my all in. The deal's getting bigger, man, they won't stop calling. They thinking that I'm mellow and I'm just recharging,
So I'm not actually going to hold y'all because, like I said, if y'all was watching my shorts, then stuff was just unfolding. Like, it was just thing after thing after thing after thing. And if I could use one word to describe this vacation, it would be unbelievable. Everything that transpired was what? Unbelievable. Okay? So, y'all, I was going to Mexico for one of the aunties' birthday, okay? Shout out. Y'all already know who the other auntie is. Shout out to the other auntie. We was going to Mexico. Supposed to be a quick trip for her birthday. And this literally turned into a nightmare the moment we arrived at the airport, okay? So, y'all, we go to BWI Airport. Y'all know I'm from Baltimore. We in BWI Airport, period. So, we arrive at 6 o'clock in the morning. The flight don't leave until, like, well, isn't supposed to leave until, like, 7:50 or so. But you already know, when you travel, you got to get to the airport at least an hour or 2 hours before. But y'all know when flights leave that early, the airport is usually not that crowded that early in the morning. So, we pull up to the gate. Mind y'all, I have never flown with this airline before, and I'm going to keep saying that, okay? This was my very first and last time ever flying with Frontier Airlines, okay? Do not. I will fly on a Bald Eagle before I ever get on a Frontier airline plane. My first time, my last time. We did not know because we never heard no bad reviews or nothing about them. But listen to me. All 10,000 of y'all, listen to me. Don't do it. You are simply wasting your time. But I'm going to give them a dedicated video because, yeah, I'm going to put them on notice. Anyway, so we arrive an hour and 50-some minutes before the flight is supposed to leave at 6 a.m. The gate for Frontier, where you're supposed to check in, the line is out the door, okay? It's 2 people working there. It's an old man that probably shouldn't be working because he didn't know how to work the computer. And there was another young man who really didn't know what he was doing, okay? And I think it might have been somebody else that was up there. So, we get there. We like, oh my goodness, this line is out the door. This line is ridiculous. We on the first flight smoking out of here going to Mexico. So, one of the people in my group went up to the front, was like, hey, is this line going to be down so that we can make our flight? They said, yes. Don't worry about it. We gonna get y'all on your flight. So we standing there. People are up at this thing. Y'all know when you go to the airport to go check in, you go usually bop at the kiosk, but for some reason Frontier don't have no damn kiosk. But I'm gonna get into them. They don't have no kiosk, so you literally have to check in with the people, weigh your bags, all of that jazz. So, time is just a ticking. People was up at these things trying to drop their bags off for 15 plus minutes. So, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, an hour go by, an hour and 10 minutes, an hour and 20 minutes. Y'all know that the gate for the flight close at a certain time. So we go back up there. We like, hey, our flight is getting ready to leave in 30 minutes. Y'all know they already get ready to close the gate. Like, what's the tea? So they remembered us from coming up there. And he said, oh, my bad. Took our stuff, right? Scanned 1 passport, scanned 2 passports. Baby, they got the Steve's passport. They went to scan my passport. The thing said, blue. So automatically I get to thinking, I say, Lord, what I done? I said, am I on the no-fly list? Okay, do they got Steve's? I was looking around because y'all know at the airport, I was just trying to think like if I had done anything, you know, because they were not going to apprehend me at the airport. So I was looking around because I was just going to run. Okay, I was going to run. I was going to get out there. Y'all were just going to hear that Steve. So I'm like, what's wrong with my passport? So they looking like, oh my goodness, y'all. Mind you, we already is running late because we were standing in this line for over an hour. So I'm like, what's wrong with what's wrong with my passport? So he wasn't saying nothing. So y'all know I done watched one too many movies when you at something like that and they scare your thing and you ask them what's wrong and they don't want to tell you, usually that means to get up out of there. So I'm backing up. I'm leaving the luggage there. No, I'm backing up because I'm like, oh, what's good? Because I was getting ready to, get up out of there because not apprehend me at the airport. You just go ahead and come to my house to come get me. So then he was like, oh, no, it's our machine. And I was like, oh, when I asked you what was wrong, you should have said it was my machine. I said, because I was getting ready to pew. Okay, Steve was getting ready to pew. Wasn't getting ready to catch me at the airport. So anyway, he scanned out thing. He getting the luggage. Now, while he trying to get our luggage together, the old man that stopped, it's people yelling at him because they'd have been up there for over 30 minutes. He like, can you help me? Can you help me? He trying to help them. We up at the gate. Next thing you know, while all of this stuff is going on, y'all, it's just very ghetto. It's just like too much y'all know I don't like too much stimulation because, you know, like my nerves is getting rattled me talking about it. So in the midst of all of this chaos going on, the guy that's doing our stuff is telling the old man, give me 1 second. The family is yelling like, why you just can't help us for 1 second? Next thing I know, this lady come up out the line talking about, no, because they rooted the line and I want the manager and da-da-da. So we like, bitch, we done been here for like an hour or something. So I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I'm not even going to say something because listen, I'm not going to I might fuss with people sometimes, but in this new era, I'm not fussing with you unless you're trying to get down. If you don't want to get down and you ain't trying to go there, bitch, I ain't got time for no fake ass hoes talking out loud with them fake ass clothes. I don't got time for this. I said, you know what? I said, this is just a test. I don't got time for this. I'm not fussing with her. So the people I was with, you know, they was like, girl, go to kid, girl, blah, 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 blah. I was like, yo, please come on. I said, because we got to get the TSA. So I'm sitting here asking, I'm like, look, is we good? Is we good? He like, yeah, y'all good. But he still didn't take my suitcase. So I was like, get this suitcase and put this on the belt. So he finally grabbed my suitcase. So I said, okay, cool, I can leave. So walk past the girl. I said, bye, girl. And kept going because I'm like, look, I already had a scare of me possibly maybe being on like a no-fly list or had my passport held up. So I was like, girl, I got vacations coming up, sis. Ain't ready fuss with you or getting no fight at the airport unless it's really, really, really about to go down. But thank you, see you. Sucker to the hand. So anyway, we running, going through TSA, blah, 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 blah. So they all like, oh, where's your TSA pre-check? I'm like, look, the pre-check line just get me through the TSA. So listen, when I go to the airport, y'all, they call me Griselda. Because every single time I go through TSA, and listen, TSA people, leave me alone. This time they left me alone, going and coming back, okay? So usually they call me Griselda, y'all, because they be pulling me out the line, like we need to spray your hands and do this and that. And the last time, they probably got me on some type of list because, no, the last time that I flew. They all pulled me out the line. Like, oh, the girl was all in my weave. She just wanted to see. That's why, like, now I just be like in braids. But yeah, she was like, oh, lifting up my weave and this and that, and like just doing the whole lot. And I was like, yeah, it's Indian. I was like, girl, because you just wanted to see what type of hair it was. And like all filling me up. And they was like, oh, we gonna have to take you in a room and pat you down. And I was like, yeah, no, you're not. I was like, because whatever you need to do, you can do it right here in front of these people. I said, because meanwhile, while you're pulling me out the line, a law-abiding citizen, I said, somebody just went through with a brick of cocaine stuck up their ass. So, yo, they was like, oh, get out the line. Yo, my first, they was like, can you stop? I was like, no, because you don't pull me out the line and say, oh, we got to spray your hair for drugs and this and that. Like, what made you pull me out the line of all people? Like, don't ever play with me like that. So, anyway, this time, y'all, I get these TSA, like, cool. And they was like, dang, they like, I'm surprised. I was like, you know what? But the Lord is on outside this time. Bam. Get on the plane. They start the plane up. The plane was sounding a little rattly. And I was like, is these like the leftover planes that they done bought on, you know, auction or something? So the plane took off and it was like, so it was this guy that was sitting the aisle across and we was like, what the is that? What the is that? And he was like, no, I'm trying to figure out what that is too. I was like, shh, 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 shh. Anyway, you know, God bless us and let's hope we get to our destination. So the plane ride, it was like 3 hours or so, whatever. We land in Mexico. So I'm like, you know what? I'm like, we had a time at the airport. Give me a sombrero. It's time to get down with the tequila. So we go to the Dilly Dally, where you go to pick up your luggage, right? Of course, after you go through all of the things. So go to pick up the luggage. So we're standing there. And ain't no bags coming out. So I'm like, where's the bags at? So then one bag come out. And it's like one bag going around the little carousel. And then they put one more bag. So that was 2 bags going around the carousel. And then there's one more. I'm like, everybody's looking like, what are they loading the bags on one by one? Like, what is going on? Now, mind you, it's hundreds of people getting off. What are y'all doing back there? So the bags are coming so slow. And everybody is pretty much standing there waiting for that bag. So then a few more come. One of my friends that I was with, their bag was there. So they got their bag. I grabbed it off the thing. I was like, oh, here go your bag. So I'm like, what's taking them so long to unload our bags? So then more bags come. And I'm like, well, where my stuff at? The crazy thing was, before this happened, while we was walking from, was it customs? Did we go through customs? Yeah, I think we was walking through customs. I was like, I just got a feeling that they don't have my bag. And I already had reservations. I don't know. I just feel like this whole week leading up to the trip was very dreadful. I had a very dreadful week at work. And I just felt like I just wanted to chill. Then I was like, you know what? Cancun, Mexico is a very fun place. So I was like, you know what? I was like, that's where you can go relax at. Like, I was already looking forward to it. I was like, yeah, you had a mess of a week. Don't really feel right. But just go and have a good time. So my one friend got their bag. So it's still like the same one little bag that just keep going around. So everybody is standing there like, where the rest of the bags at? So they get to calling names. They're like, Jerry Jones, Miss Mary Mac, QueensteezTV. And they call about 30 other people. And they're like, can you please come to the customer service desk? So I'm like, I know they ain't found nothing in Steve's bag. So I'm like, because I locked my bag. But you know, so I put the lock on. I'm like, I know ain't nobody found nothing in Steve's bag. So I get into the customer service desk. I'm like, let me be the first one. They're like, sorry to inform you, but they left your luggage at BWI Airport. And I was like, how did y'all leave my luggage in Baltimore when I had a direct flight? I was there way before the time y'all had my luggage. I gave you 3 bags at once and only one of the bags came. So my other friend I was with, they didn't even call that name, but their luggage was missing as well. So I'm just like, so what y'all gonna do? I'm like, it's another flight that's leaving behind ours. You know, when is the luggage coming? So they're like, oh, maybe we'll have it to you tomorrow. I'm like, tomorrow? They like, yeah, put your name, your phone number, and the hotel or resort that you're staying at, and then we'll just get in contact with you sometime tomorrow. And I was like, excuse me? I'm like, just like, I'm in Mexico. Like, what am I supposed to do? So they give you literally this little paper that's like, oh, you can be reimbursed up to $50 a day. I had literally nothing but my purse, the clothes on my back and my purse, because, oh, get back to Frontier Airlines in order to have like a carry-on or a backpack or a personal item. It was either $75 or it was like $125. It was something fucking ridiculous that I was like, yeah, not doing that. Literally didn't have nothing but the clothes on my back and my coins, my purse. So y'all know, I was heated. So we're literally just standing around, because then my other friend like, well, wait, where my stuff at? She like, they ain't called my name. So she was like, wait, let me get up here and ask him where my stuff at too. Yo, while we standing there, the next thing I know, I'm ducking. Because there's some boom, 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 boom. A fight done broke out at the airport. This black man, I mean, straight, ya doinkers. I mean, he pulled it back and bought it for the ancestors. This white man was talking crap to the black man, told him shut the F up and move. And Buddy wasn't having it. Buddy said, cracked him. So we was all like, whoa. So I'm like ducking. I'm like, Lord, can it get any worse? Lord? So I said, sir, he ain't worth you going to jail in Mexico, okay? I done seen locked up abroad. I said, if you ain't got your luggage, go to your hotel. Just go. You know how that is. Just go. But low-key, I was like, oh my gosh. I said, child, was already finna be 2 fights. I said, and I ain't even 4 hours out in this trip. Talk about being exhausted. I was exhausted already, right? So my other friend was like, don't worry about it. We can go to the store. We can find y'all some clothes. And I'm like, girl, I'm a plus size girl. And I'm like, I don't think that they got nothing to fit me down in Mexico. She like, no, I'm telling you. No, we can find something. I'm like, okay, girl. So we leave out. You leave out the airport or whatever. You get bombarded by all these taxi cabs and people, all this stuff. So I'm just like, look, somebody just take us to the hotel. I should have pre-booked the little ride or whatever. I was like, whatever, you can always find a cab and an Uber or something, right? So we got by the taxi man. The taxi man charged us $85. 85 US dollars. How many pesos is that? Y'all take 85 times 17, and that's how many pesos, some pesos it was. So I'm asking him, I was like, do y'all have Uber here? He like, no, Uber's illegal. Maybe next year. Y'all, they got Uber in Mexico. So when you go to the airport and they tell you ain't no Uber, they lying. So he got us because afterwards we took a cab back and it was only $17. So he got us, but I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm not even gonna move. I said, whatever. It was a donation to the needy. You got us, but all right, listen, y'all. This is already exhausting enough, right? So we get to the hotel, we check in, and we literally just looking at each other like, what are we going to do? Now, mind you, y'all, the flight left at like 8 o'clock in the morning. So we got that 11 a.m. Like, we had all day, and they said the luggage is not coming until tomorrow. They didn't say what time. They just said tomorrow. So this is 11 a.m. You done been up since 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning driving to the airport. Like, I'm tired. Okay? And then when you get to Mexico, it's an hour behind. Is that an hour behind? Yeah, it's an hour behind home. So I was agitated. I was like, literally, the first thing I wanted to do when I got off the flight and got to the hotel was clean the hotel room down, which I ain't had no cleaning supplies. I didn't have anything. I was like, I'm going to clean the hotel room down and get in the shower and hit the streets. Couldn't do none of that because I ain't had no clothes. So I was like, well, what can we do but go to a restaurant on the hotel grounds and eat? So we got something to eat. I was like, you know what? Let me just try to make the best of it because I was just really getting irritated. Like, yo, I'm going to have to wash my bra out, my drawers out, and then basically sit around with nothing on until tomorrow. Like, what? So I was like, you know what? I was like, I didn't order one margarita. I ordered 2 margaritas. Give me 2 margaritas, okay? And send it straight to my head. Yeah, bottle over my head. So I got 2 margaritas, and I was like, I'ma just think of something to do. Because, yeah, this first day in travel and the arrival was a total freaking bust. So literally at this bar, we got food. I had some authentic tacos. We ate and literally was like, bruh, what the heck are we going to do? So we ate, went back to the room, and basically sat on the balcony looking crazy until we came up with a plan with how we're going to get some stuff, Googling, like, where's the store? Like, is it a Walmart? Is it a mall around here? And of course, nothing was, like, nearby. So that's 30 plus people who luggage was lost. And yeah, like, I'm pretty sure they was just as pissed as I was. And y'all, to be 1,000% honest, I'm not going to overload y'all with stuff that happened because this story will literally take me hours and hours to tell. So this is literally the beginning. Make sure you come back next week to get part 2 of this story.
When I come through, man, you know that I be big ballin'. Work hard, play hard, man, I put my all in. The deal's getting bigger, man, they won't stop calling. They thinking that I'm